Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een amma ba'd. The question is about the beginning text in the Maliki School, and none are really more important than Murshid al Mueen al Daruri min Ulum al-Din by Abdul Wahid ibn Ashir, rahimahullah ta'ala. And it's really everything that you need, 317 lines of poetry or so. It mentions, of course, في عقد الأشعري وفقه مالك وفي طريقة الجنيد السالك. So it gives you the three modes of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. It gives you the three rulings of Al-Aqil. It gives you the creed, of course, of the Ash'ari at a basic level. That's in line with like al-Barahin, for example. It gives you the 5 pillars of Islam, the 6 pillars of Iman. It gives you the 5 rulings in Usool al Fiqh, and a little, so like a little Usool section there, and the 3 rulings of Al-Wada' as well. It goes over water briefly, wudu and the nullifiers, or the wudu, the fara'id, the sunan, the fada'il, the nawaqid of al-wudu. It mentions the fara'id of al-ghusl, in the sunan of al-ghusl, in the fada'il of al-ghusl, in the mujibat of al-ghusl, and things related to al-ghusl. It mentions tayammum, the fara'id, sunan, and fada'il. I mean, it's everything you need going to the prayer, mashallah, going into Ramadan and zakah and al-hajj. And the Hajj section is famous for how thorough it is for a basic level, and being poetry. And obviously the beautiful thing is about the poetry that the Abdul Wahid ibn Ashir, rahimahullah, he focuses on or uses isn't like extra words. It is just enough to get the line going without like adding the need for extra words, that kind of. So everything that's mentioned is exactly like what you need with regards to that matter. So it's brilliant. Then of course the Tasawwuf section and visiting the Prophet ﷺ's grave and Abu Bakr and Umar there. It has tawassul, of course, at the end. So 317 lines. Definitely recommend that you memorize it. If you can add a Isal al Salik or the Nadhm of Ibn Abi Kuff, that'll be good as well. That gives you, of course, the 16 Usuli principles of Imam Malik. It's 30 lines of poetry altogether, which isn't much. And then the 16 Usuli principles of Imam Malik. You have the 5 Qawa'id al Fiqhiyah that are agreed upon amongst the schools. So if you add that with Murshid al Mueen, these poems, and poetry generally is easier to memorize. Obviously there's a method like al-Ashmawi and others, like that you could memorize, but it's more difficult, or like al-Akhdari. But yeah, so 317 lines for Ibn Ashir, and then you have like 30 for Nadhm of Ibn Abi Kuff. Just about 350 or so lines, 347, about 350 lines. It's really what you need at a basic level, and you always go back to that in your future studies. So definitely recommended that you memorize Ibn Ashir, Murshid al Mueen, and you memorize Nadhm Ibn Abi Kuff. And it's really just going to make your study easier in the future. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.